Hello, welcome to the update. I'm Susie Thompson. The daughter of Russell Hill plans to sue the man acquitted of his murder. Former Jetstar pilot Greg Lynn was convicted of the murder of fellow camper Carol Clay in the Victorian High Country in 2020. The jury acquitted Lynn of the same charge over Hill, the father of three daughters. The Age is reporting Debbie Hill wants to sue Lynn, so much of the prosecution case deemed inadmissible in the criminal trial can be used in a civil court. A woman has died in a North Queensland hospital 3 days after she was allegedly attacked by her partner. The 41-year-old had been on life support since Saturday. Her 42-year-old partner charged with a domestic violence offence and remanded in custody. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken is pressing Israel to capitalise on the killing of Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar to secure the release of the remaining October 7 hostages. Blinken is back in Tel Aviv in his 11th trip to the Middle East since the war in Gaza erupted. He's desperate to defuse the spillover conflict between Israel and the Iran-backed Hezbollah militants in Lebanon. There's been a major increase in drug driving charges in New South Wales. The Bureau of Crime Stats and Research has found that 1,400 drivers were charged for having drugs in their systems in 2014. Last year, that same figure was almost 14,000. The Bureau says it's due to vastly increased testing and the targeting of repeat offenders. A new study has found reducing childhood obesity can save Australians billions of dollars. Researchers from the University of Sydney found each overweight child or teenager incurs an excess lifetime cost of around $19,000. PhD graduate Joe Corello says that figure rises to over $46,000 for those with obesity compared with their healthy weight peers.
We estimate that there'd be over $7 billion in savings. That's both savings in healthcare costs, but also productivity losses avoided through premature mortality and absenteeism.
Sport and entertainment are next. In sport, the AFL has announced Perth will host a revamped Indigenous All Stars match. Fremantle will take on the All Stars in a pre-season blockbuster at Perth Stadium in mid-February. AFL General Manager of Football, Laura Kane, says the game will incorporate the format of a pre-season fixture.
That's an extended bench, 4 extras on the bench, 4 extra emergencies. Quarter length is much like a normal AFL game of footy. Also make sure for Fremantle, they have a really good hit out. I think it'll be a hard game for them, but it's leading into their round 1 preparations as well.
And the Central Coast Mariners have fallen short in their third game of their AFC Champions League elite campaign. Shanghai Port finishing with a 3-2 win in China. The Mariners have lost all 3 of their games to date. In entertainment news, the King and Queen's Royal Tour has wrapped up with a jam-packed day in Sydney. Charles and Camilla celebrated their final day of engagements at the Opera House, where they were mobbed by thousands of eager fans. The royal couple heads to Samoa today for the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. And that's the latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you later on for another update. I'm Susie Thompson.